Hi, I'm Lynn Finch, the author of the No-Cash Allowance. Today, I'm going to talk about this. Parents, you can create money smart kids by doing this one thing now. Stop controlling your kids' money. Without the ability to make good decisions and learn from their mistakes, kids will not be prepared to manage money as an adult. Parents with all good intentions control allowances to protect their kids from the money mistakes that plague many adults. But kids are not adults and they can't make mistakes that will harm their financial future. The parent's challenge with allowances is giving up control. I have a friend who is a financial wealth manager, and she had two preteen daughters that she was raising. And she read the book and she said, I like all those ideas, but how do I give up control? And I said, well, you just do it. It's like letting go of that bicycle when your kid is learning to ride. You know there's going to be bumps and bruises, but you know they're going to develop skills along the way. And here's an important quote. This is from Vince Shorb. He's the CEO of the National Financial Educational Council. And he says to parents, parents, if you don't teach personal finance lessons to your kids, they likely will never receive any financial education. It's your responsibility to ensure they are ready to leave your home with the skills, behaviors, and system that will help them be self-sufficient members of society and avoid the pain associated with money struggles. That's a pretty hefty statement. He mentions skills, behaviors, and system. And we're going to talk about that. The solution to giving these things to your kids is the no-cash allowance. It's a system based on the book that I wrote of the same name. In the 1970s, I gave my Gen X daughters their first allowances before they started school. At that time, cash allowances were the way to give your kids money to manage. But I was a check and credit card mom, and I failed miserably at having the correct amount of cash to pay my kids. Now, this is before ATMs, so to get cash, I had to drive to a bank, walk inside, write a check, and stand in line at a teller station with two bouncy preschoolers in tow. At that time, direct deposit of paychecks was coming on board, and there were no checks, no cash, only a number in an account. The title of my book, The No-Cash Allowance, is that because when I started written accounts for my kids, the direct deposit plan set up my kids to control their money because it was going to be a number. Kids would use simple addition and subtraction to know how much money they would control. Kids like to be in control, and being in control of money is a big thing. It's like being a grown-up. My kids, and yours too, will love knowing to the penny how much money is in their bottom line. My oldest daughter said she loved adding and subtracting the money. She liked being in charge. The system provides consistency over the years while kids develop record-keeping skills. They learn about cash flow. They learn to plan for their future, their short-term future, and review past decisions. My youngest daughter, who started when she was 3 years old with her allowance, had 15 years of hands-on money management experience before she graduated from high school. Now, here's an example of how it worked in our home. One daughter would open her account book or computer spreadsheet, add her weekly allowance, and record the new balance. She would announce that, now she had enough money to buy that new sweater. Her sister updated her account and asked if we couldn't stop at the shoe store. I take the girls shopping, and I pay for their purchases using my credit card. When we get home, they subtract their expenses and update the balances in their accounts. This was debit card spending long before debit cards were common. No cash exchanged hands. Yet everyone knew exactly what happened. Deposits were made, account balances got bigger, purchases were made, and account balances got smaller. Also, the part I liked, neither child asked me for money or asked me to buy something for them. They took responsibility for their own spending decisions and the resulting change in their account balance. Now, using a system like this has benefits for kids and benefits for parents. Kids have money. They have money like adults do, and they can say, "This is my money." They have responsibility. They like responsibility, surprisingly. I have to pay my phone bill this week, and my school activity fees are due next week. They can look at their account and figure out how they're going to manage that. Control. If I don't buy that today, in effect, short-term saving, I will have enough next week to buy that jacket that I want. Now, parents benefit from this. There's no more begging for money. Your child always knows the when and how much money because the allowances are deposited regularly and any other incoming money from chores or gifts, other opportunities is also added to the account. And there's no misunderstanding because the account tells all. Money becomes a neutral topic. When your child owns the money, it's easier for you and your kids to talk about the money. You're talking about, oh, your money or my money? It opens up the door for family money discussions. Expenses become real. Something as simple as buying school supplies, something that I recommend kids do, takes on real meaning when the money comes out of their account. Kids learn about money with responsibility and control. The No-Cash Allowance is a guide for parents to create a money management system that lets a child control day-to-day money activities with hands-on experience using cash and cashless transactions, including debit card, ATMs, electronic transfers, and credit spending. Parents and financial professionals who use the No-Cash Allowance system tell me they are amazed at how capable their children are when it comes to managing money and making decisions when the parents let the kids be in control. You can visit my website to buy the book to get all the information you need to adapt the No-Cash Allowance for your family. Thanks for listening. Share this with other parents and click on the link below to visit the website and order the book. Thank you again.